Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the third episode of Movie Changeup Drinkalong. This is where we sit around, drink some beers, and watch movies. This is me and Tristan's third movie of the day. We're also introducing someone who, if you've been watching our movie Changeup fights, you might recognize, and that's Mason. Mason, have you seen...
I'm under-fucking-feeded.
Yeah, sure, no one cares. Who have you played?
Tristan.
Oh, that's lame. No one cares. So Mason, remind the people who you are and how do you feel about the movie Suicide Squad that we're about to watch?
I'm a big fan. I think it was robbed for some awards. I definitely think like cinematography, it slaps. Writing, it slaps. Acting, it slaps. We got a bunch of superstars. It's like, this is probably my 12th or 13th time watching, so like I know the lines. It's going to be a struggle for me not to like, just like say the lines as they're happening, but I'll try not to like ruin the movie for anyone watching and talk too much. But I'm really excited.
Yeah. All right. And Tristan, this is your third one of the day. How you feeling? What are you thinking? What's your thoughts?
It's been a long day, but I'm looking forward to Suicide Squad. It's strangely one of the higher ends of this movie day of binge. We've watched Age of Ultron and Batman 89, and Suicide Squad is strangely one of the higher ends of that lineup. It's strange, it's bizarre, it has a ton of reshoots, it has a ton of bad lines, but that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to watch it with Joe. I'm excited to watch it with Mason, who I think will be more lenient towards this movie than some of us will be. So I'm just very excited to watch Suicide Squad yet again.
Yeah.
For I don't know how many times I've watched this movie, but I'm excited to watch it another time.
Yeah, all right. So if you haven't been paying attention, we have 4 rules. Each drink along. First rule: anytime they say Joker, take a drink. Anytime Batman appears, fucking take a drink. Anytime you're watching this movie and you just want to die, take a drink. And then finally, anytime they sexualize Harley Quinn, you take a drink. And without further ado, I think it's about time we get this thing started. So I'm going to do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Got some Warner Brothers logo. I like that logo. It's different. Rat Pack, because what's his face? That guy needs to be making movies. I can't remember his name, but
I don't know about that.
I love
Brett Ratner.
I love art piece cinema.
Brett Ratner, that's a guy that needs to be out there making films.
I like this intro because it's very stylistic, and they get like very right into the Arkham Asylum. We get this entrance into these characters. Yes, very soundtrack is great.
Yeah, like Will Smith, I think perfect casting for the role of Deadshot. Like, if you want to lead in your movie, like that's the guy you go to, Will Smith. Who doesn't love Will Smith in movies?
Yeah, he's been up and down in terms of like major lead appeal, but I think this is one of his better roles. Yeah. He fits Deadshot pretty well.
For sure.
I kind of fucked up and I accidentally paused it. I'm sorry. I'll find my way.
All right. Well, I can give you. We're minute 31 in, minute 32 in, minute 33 in, minute 34.
Okay.
Harley Quinn's just taken upside down.
What do you guys think about Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn?
Oh, one of the greatest comic book castings of all time.
Interesting casting, but I think she's one of the better performances in this movie.
Yeah, we actually have a live comment. Link Skywalker, 1409, asks, "Is this Katana?" And the answer is yes. I mean, I think it was perfect. Every scene with Katana in this movie was phenomenal.
I'd advise not being killed by her though.
Dude, yeah, I mean, her sword literally traps the souls of its victims.
We'll get to her in like an hour or so.
She's so good looking. I'm sorry. My God.
Why do you have to apologize as if you're saying
absurd.
something crazy and nonsensical? I like the tattoos. Like, why do her tattoos work and then Joker's just don't?
Because she's a good actress.
Yeah.
And she's good looking. I don't know if I mentioned
Yeah.
it.
If you guys haven't noticed, she's good looking.
Couldn't agree more, Tristan. I love that the screenwriter started the script by writing montage, and then he never said end of montage.
It's just a montage for the entire movie.
Yeah, that's basically. I mean, this movie is like Rocky. Someone saw Rocky 4 and was like, "This movie needed more montage," and they made Suicide Squad, and they made more montage.
Joe, what are your thoughts going into this? What do you expect from Suicide Squad?
I mean, I've seen it before, but I expect a lot of great montages. I'm expecting a lot of comedic moments, some great character work, especially with like Will Smith and Margot Robbie, who have worked before with that movie Theft or whatever it was about con artists. Focus. That's what it is. I expect some solid references to Batman vs Superman, and you know.
You guys seeing planes flying across the sky?
Yeah.
And the flag?
Yeah, I'm seeing a funeral.
Yeah, I see Amanda Waller walking
Alright.
by, boom, and now it's saying Suicide Squad.
Yeah, now we got the title drop.
I caught
Suicide
back
Squad.
up. Let's go.
The
What a
ultimate
title
team
shot. Dude,
movie.
look at that.
Who needs
That's awesome.
Justice League when you have this?
Yeah.
You know?
Did you guys see that Easter egg?
No.
I could have.
Those are 2 doors. There's a band called 3 Doors Down.
Oh, nice. I did not ever catch that. That's a great little reference in there.
Maybe it's for Two Door Cinema Club.
Did you guys catch the, Trump reference in here?
Is it because of the racist?
No, it's, her name's Amanda Waller, and Trump was all about building that wall.
Good reference.
Ah, yeah, good.
A little sneaky side little reference they stuck in there.
Sick reference, dude.
This scene with Amanda Waller, like explaining the Suicide Squad to this random dude, goes on for like half an hour.
Yeah.
Now we've got Deadshot's origin story. What would have been the interesting story, the opening story of this movie, if David Ayer had directed it?
Who's your favorite member of the Suicide Squad?
I'm actually a big Rick Flag fan. Rick Flag, he's my guy that I go to.
I'm all in on the crocodile guy.
I love Joel Kinnaman. He's kind of he's really a strong actor for this film. Not as great and not as powerful of a performance as in RoboCop, but really something that you can
I'm looking forward to seeing more of Diablo. He has a really cool backstory and some interesting powers.
Oh, Link
So I'm
Skywalker.
looking forward to him coming in.
Link Skywalker coming in to add on to what Mason said. 3 doors down, that's definitely a reference to Kryptonite, which is Superman's weakness. So, like, those 2 doors were, like, them going in. Now it's going to be the Suicide Squad's weakness was, like, Amanda Waller. So, just a lot of deep cut references.
If I so crazy, would you call homie Superman?
Somebody would have to.
If I was so well and well, would you be there holding my hand? You know, it's a question you ask while watching this.
Hey, you guys know where this movie was filmed?
Canada.
In the universe.
In a country that does not matter.
What city, though?
Toronto, Vancouver,
Vancouver.
Calgary.
You Toronto mainly. You guys fucking nailed it. Movie aficionados.
We're coming up to the Batman cameo. One
Yeah.
of the big Batman cameos of the movie.
See, another reference here is Floyd Lawton. Deadshot's wearing a hat in this scene, which is a reference to the many hats he wears. You know, as a member of the Suicide Squad, he's like, kind of has to work with Harley. He has to wear the hat of being the leader of the Suicide Squad. He has to wear the hat of being the assassin of the Suicide
Ah,
Squad. Like a lot of things people don't really catch. You know, the first time. It's
There's
fucking cool.
that.
Not given enough credit.
yeah. Hey, it's the guy from Stranger Things.
Yeah. That's another
That's
reference
awesome.
to we're about to see some strange things. And oh, that's a drink because you know Batman.
Ooh,
If you pay attention, Batman is actually in this scene.
Dude, have you guys heard the theory that Bruce Wayne is actually Batman?
I don't buy that.
I mean, I don't either. I think it's stupid, but you know, TikTok has their theories. They once thought Mephisto was going to show up in WandaVision, so
My favorite scene is when Batman uses a human shield and it's a child.
yeah. I mean, I understand the fact that it's Deadshot's daughter, so he like knew he
Like,
wouldn't shoot
he's
her.
just standing there. He's just standing there, letting the girl stand in front of him.
Is this like an allegory for like the racial profiling in America of like he's you know black and then the cops show up to arrest him?
If you don't think about it, it's very deep.
More Harley Quinn, please.
Here we go,
Yes.
Harley. Here she comes. Let's get some.
Okay,
Joker
she's
scenes.
working as a stripper. That's sexualization.
Absolutely.
Oh boy.
I remember when I came out of the theater, my instant review of this movie was that it was good, and it's solely because of Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And then I thought about the movie and how none of it made any sense. And once the erection faded, I realized it's not a very good movie at all.
Yeah.
But she does a lot. She earned her paycheck.
Yeah, my biggest problem with this movie is that it's a huge mess. Like, there's a movie in there somewhere,
Why
but
is
it's
this
so
guy
convoluted
doped?
with Warner Brothers overstepping and reshooting stuff that it just comes out like nonsensically.
Oh, I don't know what happened in the entire thing.
Oh, we missed the Tom
Cara
Brady
Delevingne's
reference. Where'd it
character
go?
is awful.
Honka honka. I really appreciate the fact that they let a first day film student edit this movie. Like, you know, it's really nice of them.
This line from Jared Leto where he says, "Not gonna hurt you, I'm just gonna hurt you really, really bad," is kind of an iconic line from the trailers.
Yeah.
And in the movie, it comes out kind of messy. There's a lot of stuff going on in this scene right here. You can tell from this one movie that Suicide Squad had almost no idea what it was doing, and it was such a huge mix of ideas.
But a wonderful blend, as some might say.
The location manager on this film is named Judy, and she's delightful.
Where's Judy?
Is she a judge?
Ooh, there's
Jared
one
Leto
really
is
good
like
moment
I'm
in
a
this
level
movie.
above the rest of the cast. If that works or
Oh,
not,
yeah.
I don't know. But he's definitely performing.
He's going for it. He's kind of doing like a Nicolas Cage kind of thing, and that I have to respect.
See, I always saw more like Jim Carrey, you know? But somewhere in there.
Good song though. Again, the songs in this movie are so kick-ass.
if you guys are watching and you want to sync up with us, I have a little bit of a corner of the screen in my feed right now. Right now we're at, let me see, close to the feed. Oh boy, I just accidentally fucked my screen up.
All right, I'm gonna go get another beer. I hope I don't miss too much.
You
I mean,
probably
there's a
won't.
lot of deep themes in this movie that you'll probably miss out on, but we'll catch you up.
Thanks, dude.
He don't want no beef, you know. He doesn't want to fuck Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn is a Joker's girl.
Yeah. Poison Ivy has different opinions, but
Now we're at a pretty exciting scene. Joker and Harley Quinn are in a car chase with what will be Batman right here.
well, there's a
You see
Batman appearance.
Batmobile
Yeah,
coming
drink
up
on
and
that.
taking on Joker and Harley Quinn. One of the better scenes in the movie, really. There's a ton of stuff that's shit in this movie, but I think this is one of the better scenes.
Yeah.
One of the rare moments you're seeing Ben Affleck's Batman take on Jared Leto's Joker, something you don't see all that much. You see it in a couple, and maybe there's one scene of the Snyder Cut or of the Justice League, the Suicide Squad movie. But coming up, you're going to see a scene of them together in the Snyder Cut of Justice League. So I'm excited for that.
Hey, you know where's a great place to wear your watches? On your bicep. It's where if you wanna know where to keep time, boom, right there, bicep. Boom. You always know what the time is. What time is that? Boom. Time. Yeah, Bobby is saying that Tristan is trying to keep him from working on his pitches. So, way to be.
That's all I'm here for. You know, if I can't work on my pitches, you can't work on your pitches. So, keep watching Suicide Squad.
Am I the only undefeated champion of all time?
No.
Johnny's up there, but he's been beat
I
once.
think I might
He was
be.
beaten once. He's 9-1.
Oh,
Look, Mason, you gotta come back so
Can't
I can
relate.
defeat you.
no one's ever beaten me. I don't think anyone ever will. My favorite character in the movie, genuinely, is Captain Boomerang.
I mean,
He's
duh.
actually awesome. Who would have thought Jai Courtney is fun to watch?
Not
Yeah,
me.
he's been pretty bad in a lot of movies, whether it be Terminator or other stuff. But I think he
Yeah.
really fits his role here.
Drinking another beer you guys don't have in the USA. This is called Heineken. It's very good.
We definitely have
I've heard of
Heineken in
that.
America.
Heineken.
Yeah, of all of the beers we have in
Heineken.
America, we definitely have Heineken.
It's about $3.
All you have is Bud Light and Coors Light. Everything's light with you guys.
Look, I got this
Oh, look, it's
Captain
Magnum
Dynamite
PI.
IPA in celebration
What?
of these DC movies today. It's almost Boomerang-esque, you know.
Ooh, it's a Latinx. Oh, now it's the crocodile.
Here comes Diablo, one of the better scenes of the movie.
Are you back
This
at
entire
Diablo?
first hour is just Amanda Waller explaining stuff.
Yeah, this might be the worst 30 minutes to start a movie I've ever seen. Like, it's just such a poor way to begin a movie. There's nothing happening. Nothing is happening. You're introducing characters and doing nothing else for the first 45 minutes. That's
I don't think you
unbelievable.
guys are watching the same movie that I am, because I'm seeing a lot of interesting character development happen here. I mean, he just bit a guy, and you're telling me you're not excited right now? Get the fuck out of here with your bad takes.
Oh,
She's
I'm
saying they
excited,
treated him
but-
like a monster, so he became one. I mean, that's like how deep do you get beyond that, you know?
Oh, look at June Moon. She's an archaeologist. You know who's an archaeologist? Indiana Jones. They basically were like, Indiana Jones is in this movie.
I like that they mentioned witches before the MCU did, so therefore they're better.
MCU's stupid. No one watches that shit.
Yeah, the MCU's bad, objectively.
Yeah, every scene in the MCU is bad. Every scene in the DCEU, amazing, phenomenal.
Why would you do that as an archaeologist? Crack the head off of a nice item you just found.
Why wouldn't you?
What would lead you to do that?
It was an accident, man. You ever make an accident? There was an accident one time, and that's how I became in existence.
What are the odds that the Enchantress looks like exactly like her?
I mean, she was drawn there, man.
Pretty freaky.
The Enchantress, aka Dr. June Moon. If you guys read the titles on the screen, you'll see all of the origin story established in titles rather than
in text
scenes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, see, people can say that DCU's not creative, but that's a very creative, interesting choice that you just haven't seen before and will never see again.
If you ever take a screenwriting class, they always tell you it's better to tell, not show.
Yeah.
And
my
I think
favorite
he does
part
that
in
really
this,
effectively.
my favorite line in this movie is when Amanda Waller says she was rooted in her heart, so we sent out an excavation team and they found her heart. It's like, okay, there goes like an entire movie worth of plot.
10 seconds.
Here's my boy, Rick Flag.
What's going on here? That's never a good sign.
Colonel Rick Flag. He's a West Point graduate. He's an expert in special ops.
Yeah, you guys
I
are like
read long
behind.
enough,
I'm gonna pause,
so
because you guys seem to be
who
behind
knows?
me. 1846, holding, playing. That
This
guy's
is
in
the
Russian.
only way to protect our country.
This
is
is the
it.
only
This is the
way.
only way.
Yeah, like,
There's no other.
maybe I'm
no
a
other
crazy
option.
person, but the plot of this movie should have just been, Joker's out there, Batman won't kill him, let's assemble a team to kill him.
Boom. You got it.
I can't believe the first
Nope, they're gonna have a
30
sky beam.
minutes, at least 20 minutes of this movie are just nonsense. Like, you could skip to the 19-minute mark and not miss anything.
No, exactly. You'd be just as caught up as you need to be. It's a very reasonable thing for that gentleman to say.
Yeah, hey, you know all these
You're not
like
putting them back
super
on the
villains?
street.
Let's just release them
Rick?
and hope for the best.
I'll drink for whatever's going on right now.
I want to die, so yes.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, that's racist. You can't control these people. Can't say that.
What do
Man.
you mean, these people? Okay. Inhumans? That's pretty...
Oh, okay.
Racist,
Hold on,
actually.
hold on. Best shot of the whole movie is about to come up. Genuinely.
Oh,
When
yeah,
her
yeah, with a
like,
hand flip.
turns
And then they
over.
put that in like
Oh,
a
it's
weird
so
tag
good.
Actually,
trailer
a good look.
beforehand.
Yeah, like that's a cool shot. Only cool thing in the movie. And
I'm
Harley
ready
Quinn
for
taking
it.
her shirt
I'm
off
prepped.
at one point.
Here she
when
goes.
she's
She's
getting
walking up
changed.
to the stage right now. She's ready to... She's very timid and quiet, but she's ready to engage with what will become the villain of the movie, Enchantress.
Woo! That's fucking filmmaking. I love it.
I'm coming up to the shot right now. We're seeing a bunch of paycheck actors drinking water.
Behind us, or what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh man, what a shot. That's a good shot.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, Tristan's a little behind.
I see. Go get it.
Also, Cara Delevingne, I think, is a phenomenal actress. I think many Oscars are in her future.
I'm interested to see what she does next because she doesn't necessarily tap into her potential here. But she has some interesting movies. Paper Towns is like a John Green movie that could be big, but isn't necessarily big. But I'm excited to see the rest of a lot of these characters' careers that don't necessarily land it in this movie. We're about to get into yet another montage.
You say that like you don't like montages in movies.
I mean, I sit for these. I can't say that word live on Twitch, but I do I definitely thoroughly devote my my
You stay in these movies,
lifestyle
man.
around these movies. And once again, if you guys are looking to catch up with us on repeat, I have a Scary right here at the corner of the movie.
But also be like 5
We're
seconds
what?
ahead of that because he's a little behind.
2 minutes in.
See, like this montage, I actually think is decent. Like they could have just started here.
Ike Barinholtz is also delightful, by the way.
Have
He's
you
a
met
great
him?
actor. I love him in everything he's in.
Have you met him,
No,
or
I've
you
not
just?
met him.
Oh.
No,
Nice
he's
guy.
like a delightful actor.
Oh.
He's just every role he's in. He's always fun. He always captivates.
Yeah, I think honestly, if you start the movie with that meeting, right, and change nothing else, this movie is
You
a
don't need
solid
to
like
start
point
it
and a
yet.
half out of 10 better. What?
You still don't need to have started. Nothing's happened yet. Still, that meeting meant nothing.
It's depressing that we're like what, a half an hour into this movie and nothing's happened. It's hard to defend the DCU when
Girlfriend that's
movies like
already
this.
$1.25 down the drain.
Killer Croc is the most underdeveloped character in this movie.
I feel like Magnum PI's back.
I like the little crown he gave himself. It's a
Yeah.
nice touch.
It's a little foreshadowing.
We can drink for that.
That's the other movie.
You're just thinking of Amanda Waller showing of some footage of Diablo killing a bunch of people. We're not gonna get that established in the movie, but it's talked about, I guess.
Why did so many people agree to do this? The money?
Well, I mean, you have up and coming director David Ayer coming off basically Fury wrote Training Day. Like everything on paper was like this movie's gonna be good, and I think it could have been decent if they had let David Ayer do his thing. The problem is Warner Brothers came in halfway through and were like, nah, never mind.
Yeah, I'm curious for the air cut if that ever comes out, because clearly when you watch this movie, there's a lot of Warner Brothers retconning and Warner Brothers interference, especially when you get towards the end with Enchantress. Her massive villain arc as a villain is retconned by WB. So I'd be interested to see what Ayer's idea was for this, whether or not it was shit or not.
And then you
know
also
that Daibi's GIF with Diablo is basically literally a sticker from the Facebook's stickers of these characters. So it's not exactly deep, but I'd be interested in seeing what Ayer could do with these.
And then I mean you also have the fact that the MCU was just popping off. In this moment, so it's like okay, they're
Ike Barinholtz is so funny.
Marvel's taking off, so DC is about to take off, and they thought they were getting in on the ground floor of something, and what they were getting in was like the ceiling, and then all there was down.
Look, Yum always must be crazy. You're giving Deadshot some rounds? You know, he could kill everybody, even this shit tier comedic relief character that nobody cares about, and anyone.
Ike Barinholtz is actually so funny. I'm gonna keep saying it. He's the best part of the movie. I forgot about him.
What would happen if Deadshot like killed this guy? Would it be like, wow, that's bad. You shouldn't do that.
I do like the glowing
Viola
bit
Davis was trying to make him kill the dude. Like, what the fuck is that about?
Oh my god. music in this movie is pretty good though. They did a good soundtrack. It's very
Music's
Batman
great.
Forever. It's very throwback to like iconic soundtracks of DC movies.
Like a lot of the time, I just listen to the soundtrack. On its own, it's great. I don't know why all these songs are in the movie. They don't fit in any way, but songs are great.
Wow. My Kanye West impression. I really like this scene. I think Deadshot's one of the more developed characters of the Suicide Squad.
For
I think
sure.
obviously if they would have given him more scenes at the beginning, like in the aircut, release the aircut, they would have given him more complexity. But I think in this scene you see the humanity of Deadshot and his negotiation with this character and him demanding some standards of what his work was going to be. Hashtag release the aircut though.
Are we done with this movie? Is it over?
Not yet. We got like an hour left.
We have an hour and a half left.
Fucking hell. I will say the first like half an hour of this movie is borderline unwatchable, but the rest of it is alright, I guess.
Worse. It is really, really bad. I haven't watched it since I've seen it in the theaters. It's really, really bad.
I think
Mason, I know you're a fan of the release the Snyder Cut movement and kind of just getting the tour vision out there. So how do you feel about the air cut, and should Warner Brothers release the air cut of this movie, considering it's such a fucking clusterfuck of a movie?
No. Nope. No. I am a big fan of releasing one fucking movie and then not like releasing a shitty piece of garbage and then saying, oh, people didn't like it, well, let us re-edit the entire fucking thing and shoot $70 million more to see. That's more for the Snyder thing. But no, release one fucking movie. Just release a good movie. It's not that hard. Like, it's really not that hard to watch a movie and know if it's good or bad. Like, 3 people watch a movie, and if 2 of them say it's terrible, you shouldn't release it. That's simple. If the air cut is better, release the air cut first, and only that. I'm not watching a bad movie twice.
Well, with the
is this a Tiger King reference?
I've already amassed a Rap Queen, 6 times at this point? I've watched this movie so many times trying to get something out of it. And Jared Leto is clearly giving a performance, but he's very, I don't know, held back by what the studio is trying to produce.
Yes, technically Jared Leto is giving a performance, I will say that.
Strange performance.
Fun fact, if you didn't know that Joker was psychologically damaged, they did just put damaged on his forehead, so you knew.
Yeah, if you didn't know, he has damage like right here, in case you didn't know that he's damaged.
It makes me uncomfortable. Like,
all that chit
not in a
chat's
good
gonna
way.
get
It's
you
like hard to
killed.
watch.
I'd like to get your guys' takes on Jared Leto as Joker. He's limited, but I like his kind of gangster weird takes on this character. I'd like to see more of it.
He showed up on set every day, so I'll give him that. That's a plus. But everything else about it, like walking out of the theater, I loved it. But the more I see it and the more I think about it, like post walking out of the theater and like seeing it a few different times, I just think it's very bad. I do not
What
care.
the fuck is happening? I'm sorry. What's happening right now?
Who knows?
What is the point of any of it? What is it leading to?
This is a RoboCop prequel.
Look, okay. The DCU is interesting because it has highs and lows. I like the fact that this movie can suck ass, and then BVS can be fucking great, compared to other franchises where everything is just kind of okay. And I want to make a case for this movie, because this movie is bad, sure, but that's interesting. I'd rather have a bad movie than an alright movie. And I'd rather watch a shit tier bad movie like this one. This is way more entertaining than I've ever gotten out of like a ass level MCU movie that's just like filler content that I've never
That's
even
just
thought about.
SJW propaganda like Captain Marvel.
Look, Captain Marvel. Alright, we'll talk about that next time you watch Captain Marvel.
I'm never watching like that. That's the thing with that movie. It's
I
not
can't
even
believe
bad
this
enough to
movie
be entertaining. It's
kills
just
like a
boring.
random ass dude. Alright, Jesus.
Who would win in a fight?
Oh yeah. These two end up being the big villains, right? These are the
Yeah.
villains of the movie.
Kinda.
I like this whole season that's just like her explaining her like motivation. That's just nonsense. She's like, I want a world, what's much later, and it's like, oh, what does that even mean? Alright, I guess we'll dive into that. Whatever.
Who would win in a fight? Scarlet Witch or Enchantress?
It's hard to say. What do you think, Mason? Scarlet Witch versus
So the big
Enchantress.
villain of the movie. Am I right that the big villain of the movie is a random guy who was pissing in a bathroom? That's the big bad?
Hey, alright, don't question things, alright? You gotta answer real questions. Like, who would win in a fight, Enchantress or Scarlet Witch?
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, I don't know what any of their powers are. I've never seen Endgame. I don't know anything about Scarlet Witch, and I don't know anything about Enchantress, even though I'm watching the film with her in it.
How have you gotten this far and still
I'm
haven't seen
gonna go
Endgame?
with
Yeah,
the
god
Olsen.
damn it, Mason. Fucking do something with your life.
Because I like art piece cinema. That's why I'm watching Suicide Squad.
I like real movies. I like Suicide Squad.
What's your opinion on The Lighthouse?
I love The Lighthouse, dude. That's a great house movie. I've seen
I
it
actually
so many
love The
times.
Lighthouse. I think
When
The
I
Lighthouse
watched
is
it
awesome.
at Alamo Draft's house or whatever, they came out and they were like, don't take your phones out, you fucking assholes. Don't be assholes. We're gonna make this a real movie. And it was an interesting experience. And I ended up falling in love with The Lighthouse. This is like something
The
way
Lighthouse
too
is an
personal.
incredible movie. It was one of my favorite movies of the year.
It's a movie I really enjoyed, but also a movie I am like, I've seen it once, and that's enough. Don't really need to like go rewatch that again.
I could watch it twice max.
Yeah, but the big villain of this movie should have been Joker.
It definitely should have been Joker.
Plot of this movie.
Either Joker or Darkseid, something that sets up Justice League.
I think Darkseid's too powerful. I think the plot of this movie should have just literally been, they have to go kill Joker.
You got a girl with a fucking baseball bat. You can't have a superhuman villain.
Well, because my thing is, like, Harley is not, like, originally supposed to be part of the Suicide Squad. The only reason they go get, because she's, like, not really a supervillain, she's a fucking chick with a baseball bat, is that she knows Joker better than anybody, so that's why she's the reason she's recruited. And so they go to kill Joker, and then Joker basically figures out their plan, lets them in their plan, kidnaps Harley Quinn, and then the plot, because you have scenes of them all bonding and becoming a team together, as they all basically go against Amanda Waller, and, you know, what their mission directive is to go back and rescue Harley. And and that's the plot of what I would have done.
Yeah, it would be much better.
The original idea was that they were going after a mother box connected to BVS, connected to Justice League, and you see that towards the end where Enchantress is having this final interaction with sort of a mythological character. We don't really establish who that is, but that was clearly meant to be either Darkseid or Steppenwolf coming up in a couple minutes, and I think that shows what the DCEU could have been with this interconnected story. And I think we talked about Age of Ultron. We talked about some Marvel movies that came around this time, and the missed potential of their interconnected storylines. I think this also shows the same problem. I think it shows some potential, but it also shows the flaws of what these movies could have been, what these characters could have been, what this storyline could have been.
Yeah.
And it's just very disappointing to watch this and think like, my God, if Warner Brothers hadn't like blown their load on this movie and completely overstepped their bounds on what they're creating, if David Ayer had just made their movie connected to Zack Snyder's storyline, connected to Justice Snyder, connected to BVS, this could have been interesting. With all its flaws, it could have been good. But ultimately now it's just flawed. It's just okay. It's just not something really worth watching in terms of this whole DCEU storyline.
Yeah, and then everything's just gonna get retconned and Suicide
Make a lot of great points, but you guys both glossed over one of the greatest lines in cinema history that I forgot was even in this movie when Will Smith said, "You're one of them deaf hoes." Huh. And that's a great line. Like, that's a hidden gem, if you will.
That's a good line.
See, I don't know why people are hating on this villain. Who doesn't love a big, indestructible force villain that we know nothing about? To me, those are the best kind of villains. You don't need to know anything about your villain's motivation. They just need to show up and kill people.
Yeah, it's a Joker. Who gives a fuck about like his setup and his origin? Like it's a Joker. You know who he is. You don't need to get a lot of establishment.
Well, I wasn't talking about the Joker. I was talking about Enchantress's brother.
Interesting. Because her Enchantress's brother is very big sale for this movie, but I think she kind of works. I don't know. I'm mixed just because I would love to see Ayer's cut of this, because there's clearly a lot of stuff in this that he did not intend to have in this movie. But who knows? I mean, if this cut goes over well, if people watch it on HBO Max, watch it. Arch 18th on HBO Max. You might love it. Who knows? If you hate it, fuck it. Just watch it. Who gives a shit? But I would love to see the Ayer cut of this movie. This is, especially in the scene right now, we're seeing Enchantress confronting some kind of random villain that could have been Darkseid, that could have been a mother box, that could have been something that sets up the DCEU for what it is. Flaws and all. This could have been something that makes you ready for a Justice League. And this is just not that, you know. Especially this scene right here, it's like almost all of these lines are recut. I can't believe that this movie exists.
This is an experiment. You know, who doesn't love experimental filmmaking?
What the fuck is happening still?
It's experimental filmmaking, Mason. It's art.
You know, I love experimental filmmaking. All of weird shit that I don't understand.
Good scene coming. Good scene coming.
Let's get a good scene.
Alert.
Here we go. What's a good scene, Mason?
Harley Quinn removes her top.
Every scene in this movie is a 10 out of 10. This movie is perfect. You guys should just watch better movies.
I like that the finale comes down to like a sky beam. There's just like a beam in the sky that comes down, and they're like, we gotta fight that beam. Midway City Airport evacuation zone, and they're just cutting to like these random civilians being evacuated.
Another good song here.
Who doesn't love Scott Eastwood's acting? He's one of the best actors of his generation.
Look, alright. They treated him like a monster, so he became a monster. That's all the origin you need. They were mean, so he was mean. That's it. You know? He's mean now. You know? You
Okay,
see
this
it in the
part
scene
is
right here.
actually legitimately
He's
funny
mean.
though.
Margot Robbie very much asserts herself as Harley Quinn in this movie. You see the Birds of Prey movie that came out a couple years after this, and I think she's very much, of all the cast in this movie, she's the one who's gonna last.
Sorry. Just like how they just keep punching people in the face. It's good
That's
stuff.
this movie.
uh,
I can't believe this, man. We're 43 minutes in, and this is like, still, is the team gonna
Quick
come
question:
together?
if you've never seen this movie before, what's the plot? What are they? What's their end goal here? They're making the team to kill Superman.
Yeah, I would love to see like a viewer try and summarize this plot right now, because we're almost 40 minutes in and nothing even. We're almost 45 minutes in, and nothing even makes any sense right now. Like, it's just a montage of shit happening.
Like, you can surmise, basically, okay, they have said they're building a team together to eventually, like, potentially fight Superman if there were another Superman event. And there's, like, this evil fire guy doing shit. So, odds are they're gonna have to fight this evil fire guy. But, like, why?
Yeah, I wonder, like, they have this Suicide Squad together, sure, but they also have Superman, they also have Wonder Woman, they also have Batman. Why is the Justice League not taking on this threat? And
This song does not fit at all.
Nope.
Shady's back. Why
none of
is
the
this
music
in
fits.
this
The
movie?
music's all kick ass. It's all good songs.
the songs
Yeah, I mean-
are all great. They never once fit the movie.
when's the last time since maybe Batman Forever that you've seen a skytrack of a movie be legitimately great? And I think this movie examines that. Like, you see the soundtrack being lit as fuck, and even if the movie sucks ass, the soundtrack has
Soundtrack
lasted
still
the test
slaps.
of time.
Yeah, Link Skywalker is right. What is he gonna do with all that rope? It's a great question. It's a great question that should be asked.
But we're gonna find. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Look, I mean, I'm much more soft towards people that suck ass. Like, I'd rather a movie suck than be okay. And this movie is the embodiment of, this movie sucks ass, but I'm much more happy with it than a movie that was just like forgettable and okay. I'd rather have a movie be this level of ass and entertaining.
Speaking of ass,
Yeah, let's see some ass. Give me some ass, Margot Robbie.
What does the government think Harley Quinn can bring to the team? I
a
don't
baseball
understand.
bat, man.
Okay.
They should have brought her in as like, oh, your personal connection to the Joker. We can get beyond his like his sociopathy with this love story connection to you.
No, they want her for her bat and her mallets. That's it.
And her hotness.
Midway City sounds like a makeup name. I'm sorry.
Are you guys picking up my mic at all with the audio of the movie?
Yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah, Bobby said a baseball Batman. I'd watch that movie. I appreciate the pun. I do.
I like that he says "by the force of God" and it's just an Amanda Waller cameo. It's not even like Superman. Get that check though.
Roll credits.
Yeah, I can't even shame people. It's like, you show up, you get that paycheck, and you make a like fine, alright movie. Like, do it. You know?
Yes, Katana.
Katana is the queen of this movie.
That's amazing.
She sees everything. The line of the movie. Here we go. So that's it, huh? He's some kind of Suicide Squad, huh? Here comes Katana. I wouldn't recommend getting killed by her.
Dude, she's got his back.
What a scene. This is like what I wish more movies they do. This is like so fucking stupid.
Another good song. This is awesome.
But does it fit? It does not.
No, this is not a Vietnam movie.
Or Caretaker did not just die in The Longest Yard.
My Longest Yard pitch was so much better than yours, Joe.
Fuck
I
off. Your
definitely
Longest Yard
should have
pitch
won that.
sucked. We should pitch them to Mason and let Mason judge.
Have you seen The Longest
What
Yard,
Sky
Mason?
Beam?
The shitty ass football movie?
I love The Longest Yard.
So would you rather hear,
2004 one is one of
like,
my favorite
an
sports
awesome
movies ever.
Post-apocalyptic prisoners are in Finland and they're rebelling against the destructive warden played by Josh Gad. He's evil, he's corrupt, he just wants to assert his power above the the inmates, you know? Would you rather see the inmates teaming up to overthrow Josh Gad or some terrible ass Joe movie that he came up with?
Okay, my pitch was Taika Waititi directed.
In your movie, Tristan, where's the football?
The football is that Josh Gad continuously stages these battles against inmates. It's a futuristic prison where people who rebelled against the government are imprisoned. So the rebels are often pitted against each other. And in this movie, we see the rebels kind of having to team up against like a robotic force. So you see rebels against a systemic, oppressive, fascist system that's taken over the government, and robots
In
led by
football, they
Josh
play
Gad.
in football. They play the robots in football.
They play the robots in football. Mine
play
was
the
more
robots?
toward gear elements. Like they wrestle the gillets, you know, the robots. But I definitely tried to lean in towards like the game
I think I've
elements
got a
of
good
the
match
original.
on yours, Tristan. It's Olaf from Frozen is running a futuristic prison, and inmates play football against robots. It sounds fucking awesome, Joe.
Yeah,
what do
they
you-
win the football game and they get freed. If they
Alright,
lose,
do you want- at
they're
least wanna
stuck
hear
in
my
prison
pitch?
forever. If they win, they're freed.
Who-
That's my
Who's
pitch.
the quarterback? Who's the quarterback of the human team for you? Who's your
And
quarterback?
mine?
My Kennebec is a character named Johnny. He's played by Dennis Quaid. He's not exactly
Played
in the
by?
front lines, but he's good at getting teams together and gathering some characters
You
together
had
to
me
be
at
his
Dennis
lead.
Quaid.
What about my pitch?
You had me at Dennis Quaid.
Okay,
Alright,
so I don't
let's
get
see
to
what we
pitch mine. Fine.
Go for it, Joe. See if you can beat my amazing pitch for Longest
got.
Yard.
Yeah.
So mine was directed by Taika Waititi,
Bad.
starring Chris Hemsworth. The rule I
Bad.
used was the character breaks the fourth wall throughout. I decided, because we've had 2 football iterations and a soccer iteration of the story, to make mine a rugby-centric story. So it's rugby.
So bad.
Yeah, my warden is Sam Neill.
Okay. Okay.
And basically, yes, I mean, basically mine follows the plot of the original, stories.
Okay, so the original Longest Yard, if it was a less interesting sport, or Josh Gad with robots, and one suggestion, Tristan, I'll give you a point.
Yes, yes.
No Dennis Quaid. Instead, I want Randy Quaid.
I like it.
All right, then I pick Tristan. I'm sorry.
Look,
Longest
Joe,
Yard
I
was
won
supposed to
again.
sound
I should have won
Good to
this
me.
pitch. We've seen Bobby come into the chat. He's corrupt.
Yep.
A judge, once again corrupt. by
Yeah, I disagree
these
with you, Tristan.
invalid perceptions of movies. I mean, Josh Gad's Longest Yard, that should be great. Look at this right now. We're seeing Slapknot go Slipknot. He's
Slapknot.
going from setup to just dead, you know. And my movie, I think, is so much better than that. We're getting these setups for characters, and they're coming in for this robot wrestling match, and they're winning at the end.
I mean, if you pitched it as a real movie, you might have won.
I could have won.
He was
I
never
already
beaten.
won the match, so who gives a fuck? Joe lost.
Yeah.
But I could have won that match. I really think I could have.
How is that a pitch? How is that a pitch Joe had? Longest Yard with a less interesting sport. We copied the story exactly. The sport is.
I mean, I didn't copy it exactly, but also don't have my pitch in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay, there's more to it.
I mean, I included more things. Like, I included the haka in there, and then I don't remember. It's been like 3 weeks, so.
Yeah, you actually had a big pitch, like a whole story. That
Yeah,
changed
mine was
at
so
least
much
a decent
better.
amount. And
Yours
Tristan's was like
was
2
nothing.
sentences of inside jokes.
Tristan, you were robbed.
Look, I mean, Mason
I think
agrees
Tristan
with
was
me.
robbed
So
personally.
Yeah, I'm not watching Suicide Squad, by the way. Currently, I think Cake Boss is on TV, but I was listening to you guys, so.
Yeah.
look,
Well, you
Bobby,
posted
you gotta
enough,
watch
I'm like, hey,
Suicide
just-
Squad.
Yeah.
We're like, what, 53 minutes into it. We've missed all the worst parts. So you're just going to see the team coming together, fighting Enchantress, setting up Justice League.
Yeah.
And
Rick
maybe
Flag
some
yelling,
awesome
"Her heart's
actors.
out! Now we can kill her."
How is it? How is it not halfway over yet? It's infuriating.
It's close.
Yeah, I mean, we're not even halfway through this fucking movie, and we're already an hour into it. This is like torture. I've watched this so many times in the last like month. I can't believe you do this to me, Joe. I watched it for TikTok, all for our followers, and then I was giving in to these followers. I was like, light, vote, you know, give me some votes, give me some Suicide Squad versus Shazam versus some Aquaman versus some Wonder Woman, and they all voted for this, and now I'm watching it yet again, all because of you, Joe. So
Hey, you
I really
picked
want to
this.
know what you're feeling right now that you've gotten us all to watch Suicide Squad yet again.
I haven't really been paying attention to this movie. As I think that's going to be a common thread through our Drinkalongs is like, we weren't really paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. These
It
just
was
look like
great.
the
You
putties
guys are
from
just
Power Rangers.
Simps
That's
for
all
the
they do.
MCU. Ban me on TikTok. I don't care.
Yeah, like this feels like David Ayer watched Power Rangers and saw the putties, and he's like, I want these in my movie.
And it's
Solid
better
votes.
than half the MCU.
I do like how at the beginning of this movie, all the prisoners were in cells.
Yeah. That's the take.
They were in cells.
They were.
Yeah, they were. But no longer
Also,
in cells, but they were in cells.
Yeah. Did you guys just not stop watching movies
No.
after Age of Ultron?
No, we have not ended this streak. None of us have.
89 plus
Yeah.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Might go on something else after this. Who knows?
Yeah, we watched. We did a. There's gonna be a live commentary for Batman '89 uploaded on the YouTube channel. So be
It's
prepared for
probably
that.
Nice.
the worst commentary we've ever done.
Is it just you two?
Yeah,
It's just me and Joe like shitting on this movie.
yeah. We're just talking about how bad that movie was. Yeah, I have been on this stream for 10 hours.
That's
It's been a long
ridiculous.
day. Joe, do you want to watch another one after this?
No, I'm
Because
good
I'm kind
after
of
this.
ready for another one. This movie is like barely a watch at the end.
No, I'm
We got
good.
an hour left, sure, but I'm ready for
Who are
Wonder
these
Woman.
bad guys? Where are they?
I'm ready
where do they
for
come
Man
from?
of Steel.
They come from the ground or something. I don't really remember.
Who knows, dude? This whole last
They were
act is
summoned.
like pulled out of
I
their
want to
ass.
focus a little bit more on this movie because we have. I mean, I understand like normally we don't really talk about this movie, and I don't really care, but
Speak for yourself. I've been focusing, and I'm just not sure.
I really like Harley Quinn in this movie. She's pretty badass. She has just a baton, and she's standing up
Baton.
against these like extraterrestrial villains. You know.
give me a Ben Affleck Batman miniseries on HBO Max. That's basically the good, the bad, and the ugly, with Batman, Deadshot, and Deathstroke. That's what I want.
Watch the Snyder Cut. You know, give some public interest into the Snyderverse, and you might see some more of Batfleck. everybody, please, please, please watch the Snyder Cut on the 18th. And if you want more of the DCU, all you can do is watch the Snyder Cut. We got this cool Deadshot shot. He's teaming up a bunch against of what would have been Demon Skulls from Justice League, but instead the Warner Brothers got cold feet and made them like a nothing villain. But keep in mind as you watch this movie that this could have been set up for Justice League. It just wasn't.
Yeah, I like those takes where, hey, this thing could have been something, but it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
We're almost up to 500 followers on TikTok.
Yeah, I was trying to get us to more people.
I like this Siller, the scene here.
This movie may be bad.
I like this scene here at Boomerang
May be bad, but
and
the city
Diablo.
in which it's
He's
filmed,
like, ooh, I can create fire, and
so
Boomerang's
beautiful.
like, oh, I can create fire too. Look at this sniper, this flame. I can create fire too. We got this right here. Oh wow,
Oh, no.
I'm a fire genius.
Mason, no one cares about Canada. That's a fake country.
Yeah, fuck Canada. Americans
Wow,
are definitely
but-
better.
Toronto's so beautiful. I just gotta say, my God.
Okay.
Even when it has a big sky beam.
I mean, subjectively, I could say it's better. Yeah, we got a pretty nice sky beam. So fuck you guys.
Who is this villain and what does he do? Why is he here? What's going on? And nothing in this movie is explained. And she just kisses this random guy.
They basically
Okay.
just like summon villains. They're like, we're magical. Now we're gonna.
Okay, so this is how
Create
the
an army.
putties were created. Is she makes out with guys.
Yeah,
and
I'll
they come
expire
back.
to this movie and say that these villains originally were intended to be the Mother Box and Darkseid. So Enchantress was answering to Darkseid and to the Mother Box, and they wanted to use that as a setup for Justice League. But
I mean,
Warner Brothers got cold feet after BVS and said, okay, maybe this setup isn't working, so we're just gonna fill in some random ass shit.
Is that a Watchmen
So they
reference?
gave her that.
at least
What are you
that's
saying, Mason?
a justified reason.
That's a Watchmen.
Oh, the smiley face, maybe.
There's a big smiley face. That's gotta be a Watchmen reference somehow,
It's
right?
gotta be.
Was there blood on it?
Not yet. Deadshot's right next to it, so probably not.
Probably soon.
A lot of this movie feels like reshots. Like they thought, oh, the trailer was like comical and entertaining, so we gotta make the movie comical and entertaining.
The
Well,
trailer was incredible.
what actually makes it worse is that it's not reshot; it's just re-edited. So moments that are not meant to be funny are tried to be funny through the editing. It's
I think
really
it's
bad.
hilarious
bad,
that Scotty
you
still
know?
tries to act and then just can't. That's the funniest part of this movie for me.
His character does nothing in this movie, then dies.
The funniest part is like all the acting in this movie.
Yeah.
He's literally dropping like a Miller Time line. And this scene right here, I think, is a vision of what David Ayer's movie might have been. You know, you have this military group coming in, taking on this threat. What would have been a Mother Box, but is now the Enchantress. And you're seeing these strange, disconnected characters having to group together and come up upon this like shared threat.
Yeah.
So I think if you want to focus on what the air cut might have been, you want to watch on this scene right here.
And then
Yeah.
it cuts to a dumb music video with Harley Quinn on her phone.
Right. No, but regardless of what Ayers cut, it would have been a better movie, but they should not have made Enchantress the villain. Like any supernatural thing with the team that they assembled does not make sense
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, this team is very much poised to boast something human and boast something grounded, and not something that you'd see Starman or Bitman take over. So I think having them go up against Enchantress ultimately is a mistake. But you see signs in here, like in the scene of Harley Quinn, she's fighting against some random ass Robin in this villain scene, but that's obviously a reshoot. This was not David Ayer's scene. This is something that they shot to make Harley Quinn look more cool. I'd much rather see David Ayer's take on what this movie could have been, even if it's ass. Like I'd rather see something consistent.
Oh yeah, I mean it would be a better movie. I just think because he had such little time to write it, and he said if he had more time, he would have made Joker the villain. Like that would have been way better.
I don't think it's.
What do you got, Mason?
You can literally control F and replace Enchantress with Joker, and it's just a better movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Can I make a confession to you all? Every
Go
one
for
of
it.
you, even the viewers on Twitch.
Well, one of them.
Confess.
I think Bobby is astoundingly good looking.
I think you said
just
this last time we were on
It's
stream
fucking
together.
excessive. Like, yeah. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Every time I see your face, like, Jesus Christ, dude, relax with the jawline. We get it. We're just
As
trying
good
to
looking
watch
as
movies
Will
and have a
Smith,
good
though.
time.
I
Bobby
mean,
comes in here.
Will
I'll
Smith
take it.
is so attractive in this movie.
I have to say you have quite the look going on. I like the
No Jai Courtney, but he's doing his thing.
The open, you
the
know.
open shirt. Oh yeah, definitely.
My Dallas Cowboys bathrobe.
Oh yeah,
For
that's a good
real.
look.
Jack Courtney can eat my ass.
Wearing my Dallas Cowboys
Ooh,
slippers
wow.
as well.
That is going on TikTok. That is going on TikTok. If you could clip that out.
That's probably gonna be tomorrow's project. Is number because I uploaded the Avengers Age of
Okay.
Ultron on YouTube today because I had nothing else to do in between streams, and then tomorrow I'll upload Batman '89 and Suicide Squad.
I haven't seen Batman '89 in like I don't know 5 years.
Well, now
more
you have
than
a
that,
reason to.
But
You
I've
can
never
watch me and
I've never been a
Tristan.
big fan.
You can watch me and
You can watch
Tristan
it
just
with
be
us.
fucking hammered,
I think I was-
rambling about nonsense. We talked about the
Yeah.
movie itself like once. We just asked each other random questions, like who would win in a fight, like Bruce Wayne or like. It was basically we were like ranking Batman throughout the entire movie. Like, who's your favorite Bruce Wayne specifically? Like, I had a hot take. If you want to see that hot take,
Yeah.
you gotta watch the.
Gotta watch it. All right.
You gotta watch it. Hot take. His name rhymes with s'more moon.
Ooh, El Diablo did his thing. Let's go.
I'll put it on as I finish writing my pitches tomorrow. I have everything at least placed and a couple of them written out.
Gotta get better because my pitches are all written out. You know,
Okay.
I'm definitely including Bobliard. He's
Including what?
Boblio. He's seen
Oh.
some shines in this scene right here.
This movie kind of reminds me of Roberto Benigni's Life is Beautiful.
In what way at
Yeah.
all?
As
How?
someone who's seen that movie multiple times, I'm gonna need you to explain that.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, they're both motion pictures. First off,
Okay.
feature length.
Yeah. They
And
have
I like-
military people in them.
You draw the rest of the conclusions on your own, but I think there's a lot of similarities there.
I think it's more similar to Roberto Benigni's Pinocchio.
Oh my
It's
god!
terrible.
Don't remind me of that fucking movie exists. God, that movie's fucking trash. I simp
Yeah,
for
we
Roberto
owned
Benigni.
that on
Life is
DVD
Beautiful
at
is
some
a,
point.
a lovely movie, though.
Yeah, I like it.
I saw that in theaters. Okay, I have zero standards. I'll see anything in theaters.
Yeah, we know you saw Cats 20 times.
Yeah, I saw Cats so many times. I go back and see it literally right now. Like if they announced, "Oh, AMC, Cats is returning to theaters," I'd be like, "Okay."
What if they
Day
left
one.
Cats? What if they left Cats in theaters until it eclipsed Avatar as the highest-grossing movie of all time?
I would be the reason it eclipsed.
Which Avatar
I would
is
see
now
it
again
every day.
the highest
until
That's
it
what I,
grossing
yeah,
eclipsed Avatar.
eclipsed today. It was only like $7 million behind Endgame.
Yeah, and they re-released it in like China or whatever.
Yeah.
But they'll re-release Avengers eventually, and it'll pass it.
Yeah,
They'll just keep jump rope hopscotching back and forth.
Yeah, they're getting close right now to passing Avatar. Avatar Avengers as the top movie all time. I think if they
It did.
re-released
Yeah,
it
it did today.
ahead of Avatar 2.
No, Avatar
No,
did already
Yeah,
pass
they
it.
released it in China today. That's what we're talking about, and it eclipsed it
Yeah.
today.
Bad movie.
Another good song. We're on like good song number fucking 11 or something in this movie.
What
Yeah,
song
there's
is it
an
now?
insane soundtrack on this movie.
Oh yeah.
It's the one when Harley Quinn jumps into the pot. It's like a woman singing. I forget the name of it, but it's on my phone.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh. Yeah, what plays there?
Kit Kalani is who sings it. Oh yeah, it's
Yeah, I
Gangsta
can
by
hear it.
Kalani. But also, like, I understand the scene is important for Harley's character and Joker, but also, like, why is this scene in this movie right now? This is not part of the story they're trying to tell. It's just like, hey, we should show Harley's origin.
Wait, Panic at the Disco's Bohemian Rhapsody is on the soundtrack?
Yeah, that's where
Yeah,
it
we gotta
started
get to
from.
the credits. You know, you gotta stand to the credits to see what happens. You gotta get the
I-
Panic at Disco feed. You
I
gotta get the
forgot that was part of
mediocre
this.
mid-credit scene feed.
Part of it is where it started. Like, that's why they recorded it. I feel.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, the mid-credit scene for this is just Batman saying "shut down the Suicide Squad," and they did. Like, they haven't done anything with it. Now they're just kind of rebooting it.
And then James Gunn is like, restart it.
Yeah, but now there's a "the," so it's different.
It's that awkward situation of this movie was terrible, but it made a shitload of money, so we can't fully restart it. But like, we're just.
And there's other things that are connected to it that they don't want to stop yet.
Yeah, we see that in Bobby's feed. You know, he's in like a dark void of nothingness.
Which is
It's
weird
the
because it's not
DCEU.
super dark in here, but
So
it's definitely dark on my
What's
computer.
another movie like this one that had like an incredible trailer to be absolute dog shit? Because this is the one that sticks out to me, and that the trailer was so awesome. I was so excited for this movie.
Well, the one everyone points to is Phantom Menace.
yeah, I was gonna say Phantom Menace.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Even BVS.
My
that
vote
opening
goes for
trailer.
Superman
probably-
Returns.
probably too young
You
for
see
it.
this
I think
very
I've
the
never
first
seen this
BVS
throwback
trailer.
to nostalgia Reed's take on Superman, and then the movie ultimately is a fulfillment of nothing. So that's my pick on trailer versus movie.
Alright, I have to go to
Are
the
there any
bathroom.
really terrible trailers that are actually good movies?
There were, but
I thought
Can't
Get Out.
think of
I thought
one.
the trailer for Get Out didn't look very good. I didn't want to watch it at all. And then everyone said it's the best movie ever, so I watched it, and yeah, it's the best movie ever.
I'd say Edge of Tomorrow had terrible trailers, and I like that movie.
Pardon?
Edge of Tomorrow. I think that that had really bad
Oh,
trailers
yeah. True that.
and a bad title.
I don't know if Viola Davis has kids, but if Viola Davis has kids, I really hope she named them other string instruments, just because it would be a missed opportunity if she didn't.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, they said let's go home, Tristan. We can wrap it up.
Yeah, we
I
got a
think
treat for this night.
double bass Davis.
Great. Oh, no, there's 49 more minutes. It's unbelievable.
What do you have, Tristan?
I've got in spirit of a superhero movies. I have Captain Dynamite IPA from New Belgium Brewery.
I have Drizzle IPA from South Lion Witch's Hat, but it's interesting. Yeah.
Because this
Joe
movie,
has Miller Lite.
it's a
basic
fine
as
pilsner, man. So,
Fine
Look, you got
Pilsner.
Captain
Fine
Dynamite. He's basically like Boomerang.
like every shot of this movie
Question
looks
for
fake.
y'all.
Answer.
I have to go to the DMV. Should I bring my headphones so that I can hear you talk? Or do you not want to hear that kind of thing?
What?
I want to hear
Wait,
everything.
like now?
It's like 10 o'clock. Why are you going to the DMV
Yeah.
at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, I gotta go like right now.
Is it open?
No, like I gotta go drain the main bill.
Oh.
Ah.
It's like 9 p.m.
Yeah, just,
Yeah. Just
You gotta
mute
boom
yourself.
Blizzard.
Yeah,
Shake
mute,
the morning
mute your
leaf.
mic.
Know
Mute
how to
your
do that
mic.
kind of thing.
Mute your mic,
Alright,
but keep
alright.
bring
Yeah,
your
let's
head.
do
Like,
the
do
three of
literally
them.
what I just did. I muted myself and I
Yeah.
left.
None of us understood that at all.
No, yeah. Like, eventually I'm like, oh, I guess he just has to go to the bathroom, but when he's like, I have to go to the DMV, because number one, I didn't think he was talking about, like, right now. I thought he meant, like, on Monday. And then he talked as if he meant right now, and I was confused.
I did not know what he was talking about at all.
Harley Quinn being badass, standing up to the Joker. Kind of.
I think you can tell from the Harley Quinn TV show that she's more interesting as an adversary to the Joker than an ally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I like that for sure.
Yeah, see, I'm against this whole thing because they did not set up their relationship, and not for him to be like, yeah, I won't shoot her. Like, this should not be like question for him right now because they did not set up anything for him to, number one, prioritize Harley over his daughter.
Yeah.
And he's about to not shoot Harley even though it puts his own daughter at risk, which is stupid.
No, there's a lot of things that seem to be like half written. They're like it's the first draft of an idea, but it didn't really form.
See, he's Deadshot, and he never misses a shot.
Yeah.
So this time,
It sounds like
Misses
you.
shot.
It sounds like you've not missed a shot, Tristan.
I have not missed any shots today.
Like, I'm like 12 beers deep today. Today was an adventure.
Solid.
I don't know if you guys are watching. Well, I know Bobby's not, but Tristan, I don't know if you're watching the
All right,
subtitles.
Bobby.
But I just saw
Who's your
Joker.
favorite chess player of all time? Let's get into it.
Favorite chess player? You say chess player?
Chess player.
Is it
yeah.
Beth Harmon from Queen's Gambit?
Yeah, Beth Harmon. There you go.
It's
I like
Bobby
how they
Fischer or
do it.
no one. Get the fuck out. That's my thought.
No, I say Arnold's grandpa from Hair.
What about the old guy in the
Is there any non-fictional character?
Bobby Fischer?
The old guy.
No, I was gonna say the old guy in the short before what was it, Toy Story? Or no, it was
Yeah,
Bugs Life.
the one
I
that plays
think.
with himself.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far, but
There's an old guy playing with himself before Toy Story.
Yeah, it was really controversial.
I think it might be before
I
Bugs
think-
Life. I can't remember. But no, Bobby Fischer. That's my
I can't-
answer.
I can't say I've ever spent $5 in a worse way than I have in this film.
But you rented this?
Yeah.
I once bought a subscription to Brazzers, so like, I spend money on things you don't need to spend money on.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. So
This is far worse.
before I moved
Yeah, this
here,
is far worse.
I lived in Cumming, Georgia, Cumming, and Pornhub. If you live in certain cities, will give you free Pornhub premium subscriptions. So I just capitalized on that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like there are other sexual named cities that.
Yeah,
if
what
you-
are the other cities?
I don't
Like, what are the
remember.
names?
I don't remember, but Cumming, Georgia was one of them, and so I capitalized on that.
I mean, I was gonna put my house up for sale if you could tell
Hey
me.
Joe,
the
you
other
live in Georgia. I got a question for you then.
Yeah.
Who do you think's gonna win the Players Championship tomorrow?
The fuck is that?
one. Lee Westwood.
Okay, well, I let's go with the guy in front. That's a good thought. I'm
Yep.
a Bryson guy. I'm a Chambro.
Are you talking about golf?
Chambro. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't know.
I just said that because I know that he was winning right now, but DeChambeau's apparently in second. I just looked it up.
Good call.
I like DeChambeau's.
Yeah, he is.
He's just entertaining to watch.
He is. It's the same final pairing as it was last week, so it's gonna be fun.
Nice.
Okay, do you want all the city names of where you can get free Pornhub Premium?
Yes. That'd be. Let's do that.
Analandia, Sao Paulo. Fort Dick, California. Harry Hill, Alberta. Climax, Saskatchewan. Hooker, Oklahoma.
Wait, what was Oklahoma?
Hooker.
Okay.
Hooker, Oklahoma. Boners Lake, Wisconsin. That's Bohners Lake, Wisconsin.
Really? That's
Wait,
where
say
Marvel
that again.
got
One more time.
What?
It's Ralph Boner.
Yeah.
Say boner one more time.
Boner.
Interesting.
Boner. Climax, Michigan.
You guys aren't sponsored by Bud Light, are you?
No.
Not yet.
You got
We're
French.
sponsored by Bud Light. It's so terrible. It's the worst.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
Yeah, we're never going to be sponsored by them now.
you have French Lick, Indiana,
sorry.
which is a city I've heard of. I think I've been there. Big Bone, Kentucky. Cumming, Georgia, like I said. Hornytown, North Carolina. Three-Way, Virginia. Big
How do
Beaver.
these
Wait,
exist?
did you say Horny Town? Yeah.
Hornytown, North Carolina. Three-Way, Virginia. Big Beaver, Pennsylvania. Balls Creek, Nova Scotia. Dildo, Newfoundland. Come by Chance, Newfoundland. P, someplace I've never heard of.
Come by chance? Excuse me?
Yeah.
Just by chance.
How much does it all contain to the
Yeah.
4K copy of Suicide Squad? The ultimate movie of all movies, really.
Hey, you can't forget about Tit,
I'm also
a
watching
drawer.
4K, and I can tell you right now, it is not worth it. It doesn't
What is,
change anything.
what is that one, Joe?
Tit, the city of Tit, in a drawer. ADRAR. No idea where that is. Le Tampon in Reunion. Cum Bum in a place I've never heard of. Slut
What?
in a place I've never heard of. Gay in Oblast, Samara. Penis Stone in South Yorkshire. Fingering Hoe in Essex. Balls Cross, Petworth. Cocking in Midhurst. Lower Dicker in East Sussex. Wiener in Niedersachsen. Rectum in Oversichel. Tits in someplace I've never heard of. Pissy in France. Breast in some French city. Orgy in some French city. Anus. Condom. Pussy. Bitch. Vagina. Petting.
Some of these have to be on purpose.
For fucking in Horny Police. And that's the last one. Horny Police.
Horny Police?
Yeah,
It's a city?
HORNI Police. Horny
Oh.
Police. But yes, if you live in any of those cities, you get free Pornhub Premium.
Have they
You know
had the
what?
scene where they bonded in the bar yet?
Who knows? Even.
Honestly,
Probably,
Joe,
yeah.
if you just read that list with that fun fact on TikTok, you'd probably get like 1 million views of people just like, wait, I live here. I can get the subscription.
That's our new TikTok tomorrow. Follow us on
You know what I
TikTok
really
at
want to
Movie
do right
Changeup.
now? Buy a cabinet off of Wayfair.
The fuck is Wayfair?
I want to buy a Wayfair cabinet. Do any of you? You don't know what Wayfair is?
No.
Well,
There's a
there'll be
cabinet
kids
called
with it.
Madeline McCann.
That's my big fan. Will there be children in your cabinet?
It's like a surprise every time. You never know what you're gonna get.
I can carry my computer around and show you a bunch of things that we bought from Wayfair.
Nice. Look at you doing some home reno. It's probably
Oh, yeah.
a DIY home reno show from Bob. Might be a little better than what's going on the screen right now. So I'm all for it.
Hey, you
Yeah.
paid $4.99 for that. What's on your screen?
Wait. Okay. This movie.
This movie should have won more than one Oscar. That's all I'm saying.
So-
The one Oscar was not enough.
I forgot it won an Oscar. Oh my god.
Needless to say, the whole thing is a bad idea.
Yeah. The last movie I watched was Free Solo, and the quality from that to this
That's a
is striking.
massive difference.
Yeah, because one is boring and it's about rock
Yeah.
climbers, and this movie's awesome and about supervillains.
Free Solo is like the least boring movie I've ever watched. It is fucking white knuckle the entire time. It is.
Oh yeah,
It
here's
is
the bar
absolutely
scene. We're at the bar
terrifying.
scene now.
How much time is left?
Yes.
With the bar scene?
Too goddamn much time.
An hour and a half, I think.
40
That
minutes.
is our go-to.
Counting credits, 40 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not going to be on here for 40 minutes. I thought you were way further into this movie.
No.
Big fan.
We had like an
Each
hour
of them
between
extended
because after
edition.
Batman 89, we waited 30 minutes for Mason to get on. Then Mason got on, and Tristan realized he didn't really own this movie, so it took him 40 minutes to figure out how the fuck he was going to watch it.
40 minutes. It's more like 5 minutes.
Okay,
No, it was
HBO. Oh my god, I have HBO. I'm an idiot. I have
Wait,
HBO.
you?
Oh my God.
Wait, Tristan, how'd you watch it for TikTok?
Look, I watched it on TikTok via the fantastic 4K version of the movie. I can't find it right now, but I have a great 4K copy of Suicide Squad, the ultimate DCEU movie. So if you want to watch along with me, you can watch it on the 4K copy of the not extended cut of David Ayer's Suicide Squad.
Alright, I'm posting a new video on TikTok. Right, if you want to see a new TikTok video, go to our TikTok.
I was
It's
pretty
a
fucked up earlier when Joe said that vaccines cause autism, by the way. I just want to say that I disagree with that, personally.
Yeah,
I didn't expect the
I think everyone should get
anti-vax
vaccinated.
stance from Joe, but I will say that I stand
Neither did I.
vehemently against Joe's anti-vax stance. So
Yeah, we all
side
stand,
with,
we stand
side
against
with me
Joe.
and Mason. We're getting vaccinated.
Yeah,
We're doing the good for the
absolutely.
for humanity. So join the Suicide Squad. Join me and Mason. We're getting vaccinated.
Yeah.
I can't help it that
Right.
Jenny McCarthy makes good points, you know?
Is she your hero?
Yeah, I mean, she should be everyone's hero.
Look,
I mean,
would
she's a
any of these
host.
characters
She's a-
not get vaccinated?
If
You
it
know?
wasn't for the Masked Singer, America would have fallen
Yes,
apart
singer, yeah. I
3
mean,
years
she's a
ago.
judge there. Yeah.
Who can forget Singled Out?
Can't get
She was
any-
great on Singled
In
Out.
December, we better do a Star Wars holiday special watch along in December.
I'm gonna do a Die Hard watch along every day in December.
Just the first one? Just over and over?
Yeah, just the first Die Hard every day. All 25, 25
Bobby,
days.
what's your opinion on the movie Solo?
I will say that I'm down for a 24/7
Tristan's gonna interrupt
holiday
me, so.
spa special video. So let's do that. But I want to hear Bobby's take on Solo too.
Solo's aggressively mediocre with some terrible scenes.
Boo. Bad take.
Okay, good. We're on the same page. Like, that's why I really think Joe is trolling, that he picked the most mundane, average, mediocre movie possible to claim as the greatest movie he's ever seen. Like,
Okay, when I said
think
that, I
it's
was
a
messing
bit.
with
I think
you.
he got a tattoo as a bit.
I mean,
you love
Yeah.
the movie, though. You don't have to lie about that. You
no,
can-
I do like the movie, but it's not even my
on you.
it's not even my favorite Star Wars movie. It's like 4 or 5.
They ruin so many like
Oh, I
classic
fucking
things from
love
Han
it.
Solo,
I know you like
but then the
Return of
movie
Jedi,
itself is
right?
just okay.
Yeah. And it was just boring. Like, that was the worst part
Boo.
about it. It's just
Bad
Yeah.
take.
not very interesting.
No. Yeah. And then they ran. The best part of the movie is that Johnny, without knowing the cameo or anything with Darth Maul before we saw it, we were guessing like if some random character is gonna show up, and Johnny's like, I bet it's gonna be Darth Maul. Like, while we were drinking in the bar beforehand, and then we screamed in the theater when he shows up, and that was the only entertaining thing was us just interrupting the whole.
That's exciting.
What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad?
It'll be better than a Suicide
Roll
Squad
credits.
bonding scene at the bar here.
That should have
Hey,
happened
that's the
20
name
minutes
of the
ago.
movie.
Coming together as a team.
Yeah,
This is what the movie is all about.
this scene should have happened before he didn't shoot Harley. Like, this makes no sense for this scene to come after him not shooting Harley. Just as, like, a filmmaking thought thing.
That's my favorite part of the movie. When he says you're free to go, and Captain Boomerang just leaves instantly. That's good stuff.
This movie's great. Everyone should watch
There
it.
are a few funny moments in this movie. Wait, why was he carrying around letters from Deadshot's daughter in his pocket for this mission? Just
Because
in
why
case this
wouldn't
moment
you?
arose.
Why wouldn't you, man? You don't just carry around random letters with you everywhere you go? You should probably change that. What's everyone's take on Attack of the Clones?
The best
Yeah.
prequel.
It's yeah. I mean, it has some fun things in it, but I can't get through it for the most part now.
Yeah.
The love story is just
Have any of you guys read The Boys?
Read it? No, I just watched
I
the
have
show.
it in my I have it to read, but I haven't read it yet.
I watched it,
Yeah,
but I haven't
me
read it.
neither. I'm staring at it in my library right now, and I'm like, oh wait, I've never read them.
Yeah.
I hope they're good. I'm sure they will be. Oh look, it's the superhero walk. They're all walking
Yeah.
together. Look at that.
Yeah.
Through beautiful
walking too.
downtown Toronto. Nice.
Alright.
Bobby's one of the Suicide Squad. Show us some Wayfair shit.
Wayfair stuff? Yeah, not that well, other than that. Let's see. Where do we
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
seeing the team
I have this.
finally bond
but I
together
have
walking
not-
down the street of Toronto.
Yeah.
They all
I
take
have it.
them
I just
up.
haven't
What's everyone's opinion on the movie Lucky Day starring
It looks like
Crispin
the old
Glover?
version of it. I liked it.
Nothing? No
I
response
got a
from
newer print.
What's Lucky Day,
I
Joe?
think Bobby's frozen.
Yeah, Bobby's frozen. Mason, what's your thoughts on the movie Lucky Day starring Crispin Glover?
Well, I genuinely think if that movie was directed by a competent director, it would have been awesome because the script was awesome. The dude fucking wrote Pulp Fiction, so clearly he's got chops. But Crispin Glover is not French and should not play a French man as the main character of a movie.
Yeah.
So this is from
He's
Wayfair.
also not a good actor, and therefore should. Ooh, look at that!
Here we go.
Oh,
There's
shit.
Wayfair.
That's awesome.
I don't remember what else is
We
Wayfair.
should watch Lucky Day. I think you'd actually love it, Joe. It's
I saw the
Wayfair
trailer. That was
bar.
enough.
Yeah.
if you can find a way to watch Lucky Day, I would love to do a watch along. I've never even fucking seen the movie. I've only read the script,
I'm
but I
gonna
know it has
find
like
it.
an 11% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's only an hour and a half.
There are some absolutely wild things happening in that film. I don't know how they come across, but oh hey, it's a human being. Did you get her from
Yeah.
Wayfair?
I did. Yeah, another Wayfair.
Nice.
She was a joke from earlier this pandemic. She was hidden inside of a box.
Nice.
Nice.
A sex
Anyone
slave.
remembers?
Lucky Day is currently free to stream on Amazon Prime.
Let's do it. Next movie.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm in the credits. My name might be in the credits, which would be pretty exciting.
Alright.
I doubt they put it in there. I only worked for a few days on it, but still.
Yeah. You should sue
That
if
would be
they
nice.
are.
Yeah. I agree.
If you guys want to see
I would
my
actually have a
name
lot
in the
to add
credits,
during the commentary of that
watch
movie.
episodes of The Voice. I'm
Yeah.
all over those credits. I was a PA
Oh, yeah?
on tons of those episodes.
What'd you do on The Voice?
I was essentially a box mover. They'd give me a
Nice.
box and they'd say, "Oh, we gotta give this from this table to that table," and I'd pick up the box and I'd carry it to that table, and that was my big
Hey, that's an
moment
easy
in the,
job,
in the voice.
Don't sell yourself short. That's the if that box didn't get from point A to point B, we might not have CeeLo Green spinning around in the chair. So
I don't
an
know if
Yeah,
we
it'd
need
be
to
like
see
Adam
that, right?
Levine kind of wants to play a prop comedy with his Star Wars prop. So there was like a Volt Trader thing in this box, and they were like, "Yeah, Adam Levine, he wants this this lightsaber. So bring it to Adam Levine." And I carried the box and I walked it into the judge room and I was like, "Here you go, Adam Levine. Here's the box socks." And then I walked out, and I guess he did like a little bit with the lightsaber. So that's my claim to fame. I was the source of Adam Levine's lightsaber bit.
Look at you.
Okay.
Look
That's
at
pretty
fucking
cool.
you. This is why we do it. This is why we love showbiz.
Yeah, I'm unemployed and don't have a job, and I was fired from being a janitor, so that's where my life is.
I keep telling you to come to Toronto. You could literally make $1,000 a day if you just drive transport, like I fucking told you to.
Yeah, you told me to, but then I didn't.
I know, and you continuously refuse to. It's
The problem is
it's
everything
literally a
got-
job waiting for you right now.
I got fucked. Basically, if I got fired like a week earlier or like 2 weeks earlier before I moved, I would have done that. But I literally I moved on Saturday, right? Got fired the next Thursday. So if I had been fired a week
Well, that's a
earlier,
bummer.
2 weeks earlier, I would have been all about it.
Wait, what'd you get fired for? What'd you do?
Nothing. Basically,
What
they
did
just
you do, Joe?
they just decided to go in a different direction. So when they hired me as a janitor, I didn't have any prior janitor experience, and so they decided after a year and a half that they're like, yeah, we'd rather just go in the direction of someone with janitor experience. I'm like, oh, thanks.
So do you feel like
That's
Harley Quinn,
fucking
where it's
bullshit.
like, oh, we could have had a great life, but now we're not having it, and it's this tragedy in the scene of Harley Quinn could have been happy with the Joker, but
No, I
she's
get
not.
the impression
because
that
she
Harley
got
Quinn's crazy.
fired.
I got the impression that Harley Quinn's crazy.
Until you said Harley Quinn, I genuinely forgot the movie was on.
I know.
totally
We were
forgot the movie was
talking
on.
about. We were completely just talking about Joe, and Tristan's like, "Oh yeah, there's a movie."
Yeah, I've been kind of
Yeah.
watching it. Like, that's basically how our Batman 1989 commentary was the entire time of, like, random talks about shit and then be like, oh yeah, this movie.
Yeah, I mean that's
Joe, come be a Canadian, you dickhead.
No, I don't like Justin Trudeau. I like my presidents and leaders to not wear blackface, so.
How do you not like Justin Trudeau?
Because I like leaders that don't wear blackface.
You'd rather
Disagree.
have
I
inefficient,
couldn't agree
nonsensical
less.
leaders who talk from like I don't know, a losing their mind perspective of not even knowing what's going on
Yeah.
versus someone who wears blackface.
A lot of politicians will say, you know, like, understand the people, you need to, like, walk a mile in their shoes. Justin Trudeau said, I need to walk a mile in their face, and he did that. And now he's in touch with the community, so if you're going to talk down on him, I don't support it.
I'll talk down on Justin
I
Trudeau
don't.
all day.
Fuck you. You ever seen the boxing fight that he was in? Pay-per-view?
No.
It's pretty fucking awesome. It's on YouTube. He kicked the shit out of some conservative guy.
I like presidents that don't get into physical altercations with people.
Well, then your presidents are losers.
I like presidents that I'm not 100% confident that they can remember their name at all times. Those are my people.
I like presidents who've fought Deadshot head-on and who have beat him, you know? So if you want to
Yeah,
elect a president, elect Captain Boomerang. for president.
I like presidents who are
Yeah,
WWE Hall of Famers.
Thank you, Tristan, for continuously trying to bring us back to the movie.
Yeah.
I appreciate it because it's the climax happening right now. We should
Hey,
take note.
speaking of Climax,
Wait,
if you live in
yeah,
Climax,
I know.
Wisconsin,
That was the city.
or no, if you live in
Yep.
Climax, Michigan, you get free porno
Say the
premium.
same thing.
The team has come together right now. They're fighting the ultimate villain as a team. You know, they bonded. They've had
they
some
have come
trauma,
together
but they've
in the
connected
climax.
via their trauma, and now they're fighting against the ultimate villain, Enchantress, I guess.
No, Diablo is fighting against the ultimate villain. The rest of the team's not really doing a whole lot.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one who can. You
For
have
some reason.
I know. They should retitle this movie to just say Diablo, and then I would be fully on board for it.
yeah.
Yeah, after you find out he accidentally murdered his entire family, he went full on Chris Benoit. That's basically what we learned that Diablo did.
Yeah, it fucking happened, dude. CT is a real problem.
Yeah, exactly. But his was accident more, where Chris Benoit's just I got fucked in the head, so I'm gonna murder my entire family.
I also just want this to be the movie poster.
What?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Is
I
that
just
Diablo?
want that to be the movie.
Okay,
That's the movie poster. It's just Diablo sauce from Taco Bell.
Nothing like the fire sauce, you know.
I'm not a big sauce guy at Taco Bell. They say, hey, would you like sauce? And I just say no.
I get fire sauce.
I am unsure of what's happening, so
Sky Bean.
Cara Delevingne is displeased.
Don't worry, because Rick Flag is gonna tell you now for every 10 seconds soon.
Yeah.
He'll say what's going on.
Yeah, what you're seeing right now is the fire sauce
Okay,
taking
good.
on the Suicide Squad. So it's right now it's the Fury sauce fighting the
Did you say
Suicide
the Fury
Squad.
sauce?
Who will win? Suicide Squad or Taco Bell sauce? You never know.
I don't know. Fire's better than Diablo, so Diablo will lose.
Yeah.
We see me the
Watches
the,
movies.
the shot of the
Was I
team
supposed to make my
fighting
name
on
my
the,
Twitter handle?
Nah, that's all kind of just what we did. It doesn't
See,
really
everyone
matter.
else's name is their Twitter handle.
It's just what it's been set as for a
You
long
fucking
time.
dickhead. No one told me.
Well, you're the one that set yours as
Oh my
well-endowed Wallace.
Someone's gonna be named that on Twitter. They'll get followers.
Hey, it could have been like Ellen Enchantress, best villain, or
I
something
don't
like
even
that.
remember. Every time I see your Twitter handle, I just read it as Skip Bayless.
No, it's Scapina Sanders.
Oh,
Same difference. I just read it as Skip Bayless, and I'm like, oh, that's Mason's.
Well, I'll take it.
Your
I don't
$32
hate
million
Skip.
for
Only-
4 years.
Did they just win? Did they kill her? Is she dead?
Nah, not yet.
Enchantress?
What is dead may never
is her
die.
heart out? Because that's
Oh
when
my
they can kill her.
I don't know if
I don't know. It's
I'm watching this
raining.
with subtitles. Every time Katana talks, instead of translating what she's saying, it just says speaking Japanese in parentheses.
Yeah, mine just shows Enchantress fighting the Suicide Squad, and then the subtitles say grunting.
Yep, I got that too. But I just
Why?
laughed when it just
Why
said speaking Japanese.
Why is Cara Delevingne an actor?
Because she's a model, and then they were like, maybe you have talent, and they were wrong. Sorry, Cara Delevingne, but you are not an actress. Because that requires talent,
Yeah,
which you do not
good.
have. Killer cock growling.
We're seeing an ultimate iconic scene right now. The Suicide Squad is teaming up against the ultimate villain of Enchantress right now.
This makes me hate. This makes me hate movies and myself. This is
makes
not
me
what the
wish
medium
that
was made
the
for.
DCEU just didn't exist. But who knows? I mean,
Yeah.
the Snyder Cut, it, it could it could retcon this into being good.
Does the DCEU have a good movie yet?
Wonder Woman 1980, or just regular Wonder Woman.
Does
not
the
Wonder Woman
DCEU have a good movie yet?
Batman v Superman,
Wonder Woman.
great movie.
DC, wait, Super, like Man of Steel, you mean?
Batman fighting Superman, the ultimate
Oh, okay.
battle of Titans. You know, the great.
I say Man of Steel. I still really like that movie, and Wonder Woman's really good, but the ending is like a
Dr.
mediocre,
Poison should have
like-
been Ares.
Wonder
That's my
Woman's
hot
okay.
take on that movie.
I enjoyed Wonder Woman, but the third act is really poor, and then
Yeah.
it ends up just being an average movie, which is fine, which is very good for the DCEU, but like, is there a good one? I mean, Man of Steel, I guess I saw Man of Steel once and forgot about it, but I'll take your word that it's a decent film. As long as you're on board that Batman vs Superman is an abomination, I'll take your word that Man of Steel is alright.
Yeah. The theatrical cut is unwatchable.
Is Harley Quinn gonna bow? What are your predictions?
No.
Wow, bold. Wow, look at that precision. She cut open her chest and ripped her heart out, Kali Ma, Temple of Doom style, in one foul swoop. And you say Harley Quinn doesn't deserve to be on the team.
Wait, she rips her
dare
out.
you.
What was that? Out?
Yeah, your Canadian is showing.
Kali Ma. What do you mean my Canadian is showing?
Oot. She rips her heart out.
What did I say?
Yeah.
She rips her heart out. That's what you said.
She rips her heart out.
She rips her heart out, governor. That's exactly how you sounded.
You remember when Canada and US fought war against each other and we won, and there was only one time, so we're 1-0 against you guys for that?
That's fake news.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, we didn't learn about that, so it didn't happen.
1812, baby.
All I remember
Read it.
is our victories, so that's what
Yeah.
counts.
We're the best.
Just like this movie, you know.
Around.
You see the Suicide Squad having a victorious battle against Enchantress. That's basically America.
Also, what is this scene?
Wait. Yeah, why is Deadshot's kid there?
Because this whole thing is he shouldn't shoot her, right? Because, like, he shouldn't kill or whatever. But that's when we should have had it with him and Harley. Not now. It should have been his daughter should have shown up to been like, hey, don't shoot Harley, right? I mean, not physically, but, like, in his own weird mind thing.
Yeah, we're getting like Killer Croc, and Killer Croc is like, don't kill the Enchantress.
But yeah, like, we've already seen him decide not to kill Harley, so, like, him deciding not to kill Enchantress is, like, nothing. Like,
Wow, did you see all that garbage fall on Front Street in downtown Toronto? 'Cause I sure did.
I feel like that's just what Canada normally looks like. Just a bunch of garbage.
Good one.
I forget that Karen Fukuhara is like a legitimate actress now that's in The Boys and shit.
Yeah, and she did nothing in this movie.
Yeah.
It's just because
I thought she was hot when she was promoting this movie and I was excited, and then I realized she wore a mask the entire movie, and I'm like, oh, I don't care.
Oh no. Cara Delevingne is dead. R.I.P.
I just kind of want to live in the world where Tom Hardy made this movie and then have to see him talk about this movie.
Yeah, that's weird that he was almost Rick Flag.
All of
Tom
these,
Hardy was
all of
almost
these
Rick
actors are
Flag,
like
excuse
embarrassing
me?
at this point.
Yeah, where were you? We
It's
talked
like
about
you
this
had to
earlier.
give interviews, you had to give defenses. You watched this movie and you had to go on a press tour and be like, "Yeah, this is a great movie."
That's
Having to do like the promotional tour for a movie that you just know is legitimately terrible has to be the worst thing.
Like,
I
it's one
agree.
thing if it's a kids movie, I feel like, where you can kind of hide behind that, because it's fucking, it's a kids movie. But when it's like Suicide Squad and it's been kind of like hyped up and you know
Holy
you're
shit.
competing against Marvel.
Cara Delevingne didn't die, guys. She's all right. She's all right, guys.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Whole team survived.
Because they definitely want to bring her back, you know, for her strong character.
Yeah. What happened to
The
Slipknot?
look of the Croc has also always disturbed me. Wait, Viola Davis is still alive? Yeah, how are you not dead? Yeah, I agree, Will Smith. Excuse me?
Viola Davis should be in more shit. She was good in Fences, but like
Viola Davis should be arrested for this movie.
Denzel Washington can't direct.
She should be
so-
arrested. Like,
Every
That's
actor in this
Viola
movie
Davis,
should be
Sergeant
held accountable
Backpack.
for this movie.
All right, well, my internet is cutting out, and I'm gonna try to fix it before Monday. So
Alright,
I'm gonna get off of this.
see ya.
Hope your internet is better than your pitches.
Hold on.
I didn't hear that, but I heard better than something.
Wow.
He said, I hope your internet's better than your pitches.
Bobby, show us your jaw. Show us your jaw. Turn your head a bit.
What? My jaw? No.
Oh my god, he's showing us.
Yeah. Nice. Oh,
What?
there it is. He did it. He did a little tilt back.
Oh, I was looking at the TV. All right.
That-
Okay. Enjoy the
Sleeping in a
wrap up.
sleeping bag on the
Yeah,
ground.
we'll try.
A lucky bag. Thank
Nice.
you.
See ya.
I'm glad you joined us, Bobby. Hopefully, you can bring this level of energy to your pitches next week, because
Oh yeah, it's gonna motivate. It's gonna motivate me for my writing tomorrow for sure.
I
I'm
hope
gonna
they're
think
all
about your
better than
Spider-
Suicide Squad.
I'm gonna think of your
Genuinely.
Spider-Man shirt and
Well, and there goes Bobby.
Alright,
Yeah, I'm
Bobby.
gonna assume the
R.I.P.
pitches suck
uh,
ass
I
and
just
mine are
wanna-
better. So I'll take
I just want to
take the win now.
replug
you know?
that I'm the only undefeated champion in movie
No one
changer
cares.
history. I just want to
No
plug
one
that
cares,
again.
Mason. No one cares. Go 9.
Look,
I'm
Mason,
undefeated.
you only
Beat
won
me.
because I went
Beat
easy
me.
on you. Okay, you got to come back and fight
Undefeated.
me again because I'm
Undefeated.
ready to take you down. I'm ready to
you guys.
go
See ya, bye.
completely uncensored and just destroy you, like I have Joe, like I will Bobby, like I will again Johnny. I'm ready
Wow.
ready to destroy every level of competition in this show. And if you're part of that, sure, you can get knocked out just like Joe did, just like Bobby will, just like Johnny will. Everyone is going down in favor of me. So sure, okay, you want to get back in the competition. All right, whatever. But I'm here to take you down.
Take me down. I dare you. Another good song, by the way.
Yeah.
It's really an underrated part of this movie how good the soundtrack is.
It's the only like consistently good part about this movie. The problem is they use it terribly
Yeah.
because none of the songs ever match.
Yeah, they really, really do.
Like to me, this scene right here, busting Harley out, should have been the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
like that Harley Quinn has an espresso machine.
That's
in
the
herself.
end of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, to me, that's the middle
That's
of the
the
movie.
end of the movie. That's the last line. That's the last scene.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that should have been the middle.
Of course, Zack Snyder was involved. Zack Snyder's the worst person in film. I just have to say it.
Oh, I didn't know Johnny was on this episode.
Why, he hates him too?
Yeah.
Fuck
That-
yeah. I like
that's-
John
that-
more every day.
Somebody has to.
Another good song in the credits, by the way. Unreal. Edited by John Gilroy. Let's just say, fuck John Gilroy. Has he worked since?
Let's find out.
Who even knows?
What else
you
has
know?
John Gilroy edited? I'm curious.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
I've entered the credits. Even more excited for the Snyder Cut than I was before. I'm really looking forward to what Zack Snyder can do with this disconnected, chaotic
Oh,
DCAU. Maybe he'll turn it into something interesting.
He's
Maybe he will.
directed some good movies.
But who knows? I'm looking forward to it. We've got less than a week now before the Snyder Cut. So if you guys want to see our take on the Snyder Cut, check out this YouTube channel or this Twitch channel.
Right.
And I'll be on here with somebody else discussing the Snyder Cut. Hopefully it's better than this movie, my god, because this movie was not very good. It was disoriented. It was very disconnected. It was not exactly what I thought it was.
It's bad.
So I'm hoping Snyder is better than this movie, but this movie had some good moments, not necessarily great overall. But I'm looking forward to see your guys' thought. Joe, what do you guys think of this movie?
All right, so before I give my final thoughts about this movie, here are some movies that the editor of this movie also edited: Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Let's see, Nightcrawler,
Oh, wow.
Pacific Rim,
I actually like Rogue One. Fuck. Oh, that's a good
Warrior.
movie, too. Fuck.
Michael Clayton, Miracle,
Wow. Holy. You wouldn't. Okay. Wow. So I guess
Billy
it's my
Madison.
fault. Not even the editor's fault. Wow.
And that's kind of it.
Wow.
for known movies.
That's a legend.
Who would have thought the guy that edited Billy Madison
The
would
best
have
editor of all time.
edited Warrior and like
Suicide Squad.
yeah, Suicide Squad, Warrior, Billy Madison, yeah, Nightcrawler. But yeah, all right. So yeah, final thoughts on this movie. It's garbage.
I've never seen this credit scene. Hold on. I gotta see the credit scene. What's happening here? Oh, he's looking at the Justice League.
Looking here at the credits here right now. Amanda Waller is here teaming up with Mr. Wayne.
Wait, does this bitch not know that's
And
Batman?
that's
Does she really not know that's Batman? That
She's
doesn't
about to
make sense.
drop it.
Okay.
Yeah, she says you should look tired. You should stop working nights.
Okay.
Yeah, because in the comics,
Alright.
or like not in the comics at least, but in the animated show, I knew Amanda Waller knew.
Okay, now don't skip the credits. I'm fairly certain one of the location managers is my main girl Judy Chu. Let's look out for Judy Chu. She is awesome.
Alright.
Let's watch for that name of the credits. We've
Uh,
seen
my-
this borderline
Yeah.
mediocre scene with Ben Affleck and Amanda Waller. So
So what's her title or role?
I'm assuming location manager or maybe assistant location manager.
Alright.
She
So we're-
secured the locations that made this movie so iconic.
So we're at stunt
let's look for it.
coordinator.
Here we go. What do
Alright,
we
for
got?
someone that's listening, turn it down because I can kind of hear it a little bit. I don't know which one it is, but I can hear one of yours. I'm at
Wow,
stunts
they had a
right
lot
now.
of stuff, people. Holy smokes.
All those putties, you know. But yeah, my thoughts on this movie while we're waiting for that
My final thoughts?
is this movie sucks.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, this movie sucks. Everything about it sucks.
Wow.
The casting is good, but then they like use
Oh,
them
art
terribly.
directors, Peter Grundy. Peter Grundy. He's working on Why the Last Man. Let's go. Sorry.
All right, but yeah, that's it. That's all I have.
I'm enjoying it more than I enjoyed the movie. I apologize. Keep Yeah, I
I'll
love
give
Judy
my
Chu.
final thoughts and say that this movie is an absolute mess. There's some good ideas in here, but it's completely devalued by what Warner Brothers tried to do with this movie. So
Production coordinator. Is that what you're
sure,
saying?
I'd
Or no?
be excited for an air cut, but how good can that be compared to this movie? Let's watch for some.
Wow.
Location manager.
Judy
Recognize
Chu
who
is
made
not
for the
listed as
credits.
location manager. I am shook it. I don't know what to think.
Well,
Judy told me she worked on this movie, and she told me she was the location manager. So it turns out I've been
you've been
hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok. Wow, unbelievable.
But sometimes
Look,
you'll
if
see
you
that,
wanna
and then
know,
at the bottom
there's
you'll see
Peter
like
Grundy
Toronto
there.
location, and then it'll have like a whole new set of credits.
Yeah, if you want to know the truth about Judy, just
That's
watch Twin Peaks: The Return. You'll get everything you want to know about Judy.
My final thoughts: Ike Barinholtz stole the show. This
For the first
movie
half, and then
proves
he's gone.
he deserves to be the lead in his own superhero film. Ike stole the show. He was the best part of the movie. Every time he was on the screen, he bought. Other than that, it was mediocre. But Ike Barinholtz deserves more work. All right, second unit credits. If Judy Chu's not on here, so help me God, I'm gonna call her. Told me she
If you
fucking
guys
worked
want to
on
watch
it.
more of our coverage, we'll be doing obviously weekly pitches of movies based on some original ideas for compared to Superman Returns, compared to Punisher Warzone. We'll be on that pitch next week. But you can also get our take on the Snyder Cut. So just follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitch here, or maybe follow us on YouTube. We'll be up on that at some point with our Snyder Cut review. I'm very much looking forward to it. We have an all-star here with Mason, so we're
Mason
waiting to
sucks.
see
I don't think
recognizable
your
names in the
lady's in
credits.
here.
Yeah, there's. Judy's not here. This is bullshit. Even more reason this movie's fucking dog shit.
Yeah, we're on visual effects,
This movie
which
is
is like
dog
the
shit.
last thing before music, so she ain't not gonna be on here, bro.
They don't even include Judy.
She's not.
They
gonna
don't
be
even
on
include Batman,
Here.
really.
Yeah, they left Judy out.
They should put my
They
name
cut
in the credits
Judy,
for
they
every
cut
time.
Batman,
Joe
they cut Flash.
IMDb.
What?
This movie's
Is
like
Judy
nice,
listed
is what
on
I'm saying.
IMDb? That's what I need to
What's
know.
her name? How do you spell it? I'm gonna look her up and then I'm gonna.
Judy. Well, Judy is Judy, and then the last name is Chiu. I think it could be Chui. I'm not sure. I remember having
Chow.
trouble with that. It's either Chu or Chew. Very tough.
I got Judy Chu, actress, tallow pencil and memory. Judy Chu, costume and wardrobe department. The feeling of music. Judy Chu, producer. On the road with Austin.
Now, she's in locations. Well, turns out Judy Chu is really not working these days. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she's. I've been hoodwinked.
Location manager. I found her.
Oh yes, you got her. All right, what do we got?
Location manager, right?
Yep.
When did this movie come out?
Compare to Suicide Squad.
Yeah, she ain't listed in Suicide Squad.
Wow. She lied to me. I've been. Did she do anything else that's good? Or she just lied to me completely?
Okay, location manager worked on The Expanse. That's a popular show. Broken Hearts Gallery, which is where you met her, I assume. Fahrenheit 451,
Yeah.
that Michael B. Jordan movie.
Bad.
Yep.
The show Covert Affairs.
Okay, so nothing very exciting.
Oh, she worked on the show Aaron Stone.
What is that?
That was a Disney XD show from back in the day.
All right,
there's
well,
okay,
glad
I
you
need help.
subscribe.
There's this show that looks
Right,
animated called
comment,
Dark
like.
Oracle that she was the location manager for, which is confusing, but
was a location manager on an animated program.
Yeah. Called
That's quite
Oracle.
a credit. There's another fucking credit scene. What is this? There's a globe spinning.
I think this is just like
Are you
a.
Okay.
shitting me?
No. It's Atlas Entertainment. All right, I really have to go to the DMV again. Lads, it's been a pleasure. It was so much fun. Wow, I'm so happy I spent that $5. I am ecstatic with that purchase.
Thank you.
Money well spent. You two are awesome. Both of you are in my top 10 guys I would bone. And see you later.
All right then.
I'll take that as a compliment. Look, I mean, we're coming to the end of Suicide Squad right now. We might be at the end of an entire DCEU at the Snyder Cut next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want to give a good finale to what the Snyder Cut or what the DCEU could have been.
Yeah.
You know, between Suicide Squad and BVS and Batman v Man of Steel, we could have gotten something great, and now we've gotten something miserable and terrible because of Warner Brothers. So thanks, Warner Brothers. You fucked up this entire fucking franchise, you pieces of shit. Fuck you. Eat my ass. You could have had something good. Now you're fucking out of nothing. So good luck reviving this shit with Matt Reeves and Shazam or whatever you guys are going for. So whatever, I guess. Watch the Suicide Squad. Release the air cut, release the Snyder Cut, and just make this DCEU something great that it could have been. So,
yeah.
Good luck to you guys. Hopefully you don't bomb this complete shit to the ass end of nowhere. Either way, I'll be watching it. So, cheers to you, Warner Brothers. I watched Suicide Squad so many times that I'll be down here for whatever you guys put out. But hopefully it's good. So, Joe, what are you thinking of Suicide Squad? What are you thinking of the DCU? What are you feeling going into the Snyder Cut next week?
Suicide Squad is ass. DCEU ass. Honestly, hot take. I think Snyder Cut probably also gonna be fucking bad. Like that's my fucking take. Is Snyder Cut. I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna be like, this is fucking 8 hours of badness. But I'm willing to talk about it. Willing to fucking roast it on the internet. This has been really fun. We've done 3 movies today. We're fucking draining. We started this at noon today. It's now 11:05 p.m. We took a lot of breaks in between movies. It wasn't like a direct thing, but also, you know, we put a lot of content out that no one's watching because we are crazy people. But hopefully my thought process is maybe one day, you know, we blow up and someone's like, hey, what else did they do in the past? And they come back and they watch the stream, and hopefully if you're watching this in the future, I hope we made you enjoy Suicide Squad a little more, brought some entertainment. Obviously, we veered away, didn't fully talk about Suicide Squad the whole time, but that's not really my point. That's not really my goal. I don't want this to be like, let's dissect every single frame of Suicide Squad as it plays. I'm like, hey, let's just throw Suicide Squad on and have a conversation. That's what I look for in the commentary, and I feel like that's the most entertaining version of commentary. Tristan, any last thoughts before I mute your mic and we end this son of a bitch?
Release the air cut. My God, this movie is a mess. Please give us something good out of this. Whether or not it's awesome, I don't care. Give us something consistent. Release the air cut, please.